How you doing today, Jennifer? My name's Charles from 7883 SEO Marketing here in Colorado Springs. And so the reason for my video is real simple. I look for underperforming websites, I guess is a good way to put it. I look, I type in a keyword, and in this case, accounting Colorado Springs, and I'm looking for people that could use some help that may be in the market for it. And I look at all these websites and see how you guys are ranking. And I noticed yours. You're on the first page of Google Map Packs, near the bottom. You're not in the 3-pack, but you're on the first page there, but you're not on the first page of Google rankings organically. So basically why that's important is obviously, organic traffic drives, potentially a lot of leads, a lot of sales. And when you're not there, you're missing that, and you're having to solely rely on Google Maps. And so I came over, I checked out your website, noticed there's a lack of content. And so one of the major ranking factors for Google is they use what they call a page crawler. And they go in, anytime a website is published or launched or republished, if you add something to it, it comes back and it recrawls it. And what it's looking for is word content and photo content. But within that word content, they're looking for keywords in your industry. And so when there's a lack of that, it has nothing to base your website on or trust your website, essentially. So Google likes to see, for a home page of a website, they like to see 12 to 1,500 words optimally. Within those 12 to 1,500 words, basically they like to see 5 to 10 keywords, relevant keywords, buyer intent keywords in your industry. And so we're just not seeing that here because there's no content. The other thing that Google looks at is they look at your photos. If you have super long videos or anything that you put on, those don't load really well, which can really kill your site. If your photos aren't optimized and depixelated correctly, if they're not saved correctly, if they're not alt texted correctly, all of those are ranking factors as well. Back to the word stuff that I wanted to explain about your back pages. Google also likes to see 5 to 750 words per page on back pages subsequently. So what I wanted to show you is your current metrics for your business. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the #1 company with the keyword I pulled up here in Colorado Springs, and it's Sikora CPA. And so their authority score, they're pretty decent. They've been around a while. They've been established. They've got a fair amount of backlinking and referring domains that are driving their traffic, and they're getting 377 organic search traffic for the last month. Now within that, they've got 165 basically buyer intent keywords. People are looking for services, not necessarily them. I mean, some of them are them, but like CPA Colorado Springs, that's 480 search volume for the month. Tax accountant Colorado Springs is 140 for the month. Accountants Colorado Springs 210 for the month. It goes on and on. And this is important because without those attached to your website, built into your website, and so on and so forth, you're not going to get this traffic. And so that is your highest competitor. So now what I want to do is I want to pull yours up really quick, and I want to show you the difference. Okay, and so you've got a similar authority score, which tells me your website's been there for a while, but the amount of backlinks that you have with referring domains, but you're not getting the organic search traffic, tells me the lack of keywords. I mean, it spells it out pretty quickly right there, which is what we call SEO. If I go down here to top organic keywords, you have 18 versus their 185 or whatever it was. So you're missing a lot of keywords, and traffic. And so I don't have to tell you that, when you're missing traffic, you're missing potential long-term clients, especially being a CPA. You do work with individuals and businesses locally. I mean, I own multiple businesses and I use a CPA. So I know how important it is. And so without that, you're going to have a real problem in being able to secure more work. I mean, because the scary part is if you are depending solely on Google Maps. What happens if, let's say, a new accounting firm opens up shop and they've done a really good job optimizing their GMB and they're getting a ton of reviews and this and that, and then they move above you and they happen to knock you off the first page? Well, we know that 9 times out of 10, when a person is putting in a buyer intent keyword on the, on a Google search bar, they're not going to scan back 10 pages to find something. So let's just say, for instance, excuse me, let's say, for instance, I want to go get a hot dog, but I want to try somewhere new. So I'm going to type in hot dog Colorado Springs. And I may get 25 hot dog shops. Well, I'm not going to, I mean, if I'm hungry, I'm not going to sit there for an hour and a half trying to find a hot dog shop. I'm going to look page 1, either organically, because I know that they're good and they've worked to get there, or I'm going to look in Google Maps. And if you're not on the first page of Google Maps, chances are by then, and there's 10 on each one that are ranking, that are supposed to be there. So there's 10 shots for me to find a hot dog. And so inherently, 9 times out of 10, people aren't going to look beyond that. And if you're not there, you're missing a lot of opportunities. And so I'm going to send this to you. And if you're interested in talking more about what we could offer, we can curate a package for you. I'd love to sit down, talk with you, and see what we can do for you. See, the direction of your business that you want to take it. If you have any goals in mind, see how we can help you just incrementally, bring in some more business for you for longer sustainable growth. I'll have my phone number in there, so you can shoot me an email or you can give me a call. Thank you for your time, and you have a great day.